Good morning, guys. Good to see you. We've got another keto vlog today. As always, starting off the day with my keto coffee. It's funny, man. I remember the very first time that I drank keto coffee, somebody told me to put butter and coconut oil in my coffee. First, I thought they were crazy. Second, I thought I was either gonna die after I drank it or it was gonna be the best thing ever. Turns out it's the best thing ever. It really gives you a good source of energy in the morning, and the butter and the coconut oil and the heavy whipping cream are all good sources of fat. I think I've had keto coffee like every day for almost an entire year. I'm also having my keto fat bomb here. This is a new recipe. It's very similar to the one I did before, only this time I added the brand new first ever EAS Myoplex Ketogenic Meal Replacement Powder. So I took out the coconut or the cocoa powder from the last recipe and put in this because it's flavored with cinnamon. This is cinnamon bun and it is absolutely amazing. I'm going to talk more about the Myoplex Ketogenic product later on today. And I will do a separate video on how to make this fat bomb. So we're going to get the day started. Let's do a quick keto Q&A. Okay, let's see if I can say this username. Obedation asks, what about carbs and avocados? Great question. So avocados are an absolute staple of the ketogenic diet. The reason is because they kill two birds with one stone. They are very high in good healthy fats, and they also are very high in potassium, which is a critical electrolyte on this diet. Now, when you look at an avocado, it has 13 grams of carbs, but it also has 10 grams of fiber. So what we are tracking is net carbs. So we're simply taking carbs minus fiber. So 13 minus 10 is 3 grams of net carbs. Okay, Brady Snellgrove asks, can you have diet soda on the keto diet? I've talked about this before. I'm not a fan of soda, diet soda, Coke Zero, any of the 1,000 variations of that poison. I know a lot of people do drink it. It doesn't really knock them out of ketosis. Some people it does knock them out of ketosis. That decision is entirely up to you. My personal belief, my personal opinion is that stuff wrecks your body and it's wrecked society. So I'll leave that up to you. Missy Blevins asks, so thankful for all your videos. What about exogenous ketones such as Keto OS? Would this be beneficial for me? Wanting to lose 30 or 40 pounds. I started following this diet because of your videos, started in October, feeling absolutely better than I have in a long time. That's awesome, Missy. Okay, so I'm gonna do an entire separate video about exogenous ketones, but I really just quickly wanna clear something up. When it comes to the marketing of these exogenous ketones, especially by the Keto OS people, they make you believe that ketones, these exogenous ketones, are gonna help you get into ketosis in 20 or 30 minutes and accelerate fat loss and all of that stuff. It is not a magic bullet. Exogenous ketones are not going to help you burn fat. The only way you're going to burn fat is by restricting carbohydrates, preventing the secretion of insulin, and allowing fat to leave the cell. Exogenous ketones are very different from the ketones that are a result of burning fat, okay? You must understand that. So don't buy into the fact that, hey, I need exogenous ketones. You can lose 30 or 40 pounds, Missy, just by following a strict ketogenic diet and keeping the carbs down. Now, with that said, exogenous ketones do have therapeutic benefits. They will help you during the keto adaptation phase, and a lot of people, myself included, have taken them pre-workout because they do give you an awesome boost of energy. Alfred Best One asks, how do you know when your body has hit ketosis? That's a great question. So for me personally, the moment I realized my body was entering ketosis was when I started waking up with lots and lots of energy. I definitely did not feel groggy in the morning. I just sprung right out of bed. I noticed that energy carried throughout the entire day, and I didn't have big ups and downs in energy levels. I was able to maintain good high energy all day long. Sometimes in the very beginning, I had so much energy, it was almost like a euphoric feeling. I had more energy than I knew what to do with. The other thing I noticed personally was a reduction in appetite, especially in the morning. I was waking up and I wouldn't eat. I still to this day don't eat until around 12 or 1 o'clock. So you'll definitely notice the appetite suppression. If you start seeing that, you are probably in ketosis. Generally, I just kind of have an overall better sense of well-being. I'm happier. It sounds crazy, but I think it's because I don't have the ups and the downs in blood sugar levels that I don't feel depressed. I just feel excited all the time really, which is an awesome benefit. The other thing is just sharper mental focus and clarity. I just feel like I can think more clearly. Now, you can test ketones. There are a variety of different ways. The first method is by using the Urinalysis ketone tests here. So these are the least expensive. You can pick them up at your local grocery store pharmacy for like 10, 12 bucks, but they are also the most unreliable. These things vary so much depending on what time of the day you take them, whether or not you just worked out, whether or not you just ate. If you drink a lot of water, it'll dilute the test. If you're dehydrated, it will enhance the test. So I just find these things are all over the place. I know a lot of people get very frustrated because they can't get these sticks to turn red, or they'll turn one shade 1 hour and then at the end of the day they do it again and it turns a different shade. Don't stress out so much about these tests, guys. It's very easy to get obsessive over these. Just kind of use these as an indicator. If this thing changes any color red, you know that you're doing the right thing. The other way you can test are using Breathalyzer test. This is the Ketonics. I paid $160 for this. I was very excited about it in the beginning. I find myself using it less and less. The ranges, again, were all over the place. So if you want to give it a shot, go for it, but I don't think it's that useful in my opinion. Now, the gold standard of measuring ketones is using blood monitoring. Now, that will measure ketones in your bloodstream called beta-hydroxybutyrate. That is the gold standard, like I said, but that is also very expensive. It's like $20 or $30 for the actual monitor and between $5 and $7 per test, but you're hardcore serious about it, go ahead and invest in that. Okay, so this isn't really a question, but I just want to give a quick shout out to my man Clint Dowd. He says, I'm grateful I found your channel, lost 51 pounds while on keto. Nice work, Clint. There's no stopping you, bro. Keep up the good work. All right, so I'll answer some more questions in the next vlog. We're going to get on with our day. Let's go say what's up to Paxton.
Say thanks, Nana.
Nana, Jana got you a new chair, dude. Okay, that's a cool story.
You love it?
All right, before I make my first meal of the day, we got to go to the grocery store. Let's go. Okay, we have our first meal of the day here. It looks delicious. I can't wait to eat it. We have 3 scrambled eggs cooked in butter, topped with feta cheese, diced prosciutto, and a side of 3 sausage links and 1 whole avocado with sea salt sprinkled on top. This is going to be delicious. I'm going to eat this. I have a lot of work to get done, and then it's time to go to the gym. All right, guys, it's about to get real in here. We got leg day. As always, the workout's in the description below. you don't feel like puking after leg day, you didn't do it right. I did this cover a little more than a year ago. The funny thing is, I thought this was the pinnacle of my career, but I was wrong. I'm stronger and better now than I was during this photo. All right guys, I got the very first ever ketogenic meal replacement shake, so I'm gonna put this down. This stuff is brand new from EAS Myoplex. It's absolutely awesome. There's 2 different flavors, strawberry banana, which I think is out of stock, and cinnamon bun. I have the cinnamon bun here. So this stuff is basically, the macro ratio is just the same as a regular ketogenic diet. So this contains 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% carbs. The macros on it are 32 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbohydrates, and 20 grams of protein. This stuff is really awesome. I'll put a link so you can find this stuff on bodybuilding.com and give you an exclusive discount. Definitely check this out. All right, back from the gym, have a plate full of good keto snacks here. I have 3 deviled eggs. Not gonna lie, I did not make these deviled eggs. I bought them already prepared at the grocery store. I also have a handful of salted almonds. And finally, we have 2 pepperoni and cheese roll-ups. Now, I'm not gonna lie either. I did not make those. I bought them at the grocery store already prepared as well. Yo, huge shout out to my boy Drew. Check this epic keto transformation out, man. Drew sent me this email. Drew, you freaking rock. Be proud of yourself, buddy. You said you took like 3 or 4 months, which means you stayed on the grind, you believed in yourself, and this is the results of your hard work, brother. If any of you guys have awesome progress pictures or keto transformations, email them to me and I'll make sure to give you a shout out.
2 hours later.
Yo guys, check this keto dinner out. This looks so amazing. We have here walnut encrusted fresh Atlantic salmon with a side of asparagus sprinkled with some sea salt. This was super easy to make. All I did was lay out the salmon and the asparagus on a baking tray. I took walnuts and I crushed them up and sprinkled them on top of the salmon. Then all I did was sprinkle a little sea salt on both of them. I put them in the oven on 425 for 15 to 20 minutes and it came out absolutely perfect. This is a super easy, super nutritious meal to make, so give this a shot. All right, guys, that's a wrap on today's keto vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna get to bed early. I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow morning. I hope you guys are really pushing hard, man. You gotta keep believing in yourself. I'm in this with you 100%. I've got your back, guys, so stay disciplined, keep fighting hard, keep up the good hustle, and as always, much love.